Hi, how are you? Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know what's going on today, but I am behind the times. Let's see. Today's Saturday, guys. Excuse me. Today's Saturday. I hope you guys are having a great day. Apparently, in some places, it is graduation day. Okay, go away notification. In some places, it's graduation day. I don't know who graduates on a Saturday. I don't know. Why do I keep getting these? Stop notifications. I didn't know that schools graduate on Saturday. But what can you do? David is going right now to his daughter's graduation today. Well, not right now, but soon. He'll be leaving around 1:00. And ow. I'm a hot mess today, you guys. Like, please ignore the hot messness. I mean, when am I not really? But I've been up since 7. I went to bed at 2 a.m. because I was working really hard on getting something done. We didn't know if David was going to be able to go or not. So he did end up, he worked it out and he's able to go. So look at that. I haven't even put my lid on right. So because he is officially able to go, I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest with you. Really have no idea what I was thinking. But what I should have done was, whether or not he was able to go, I should have started preparing the gift that I was sending. I don't know if you guys know much about me, but good morning, Dr. Bobby. How are you, ma'am? My favorite PhD. Hey, I heard it through the grapevine. You have changed to Zetbound. How are you liking it? Or have you already officially started? Are you home yet? Because I know you're visiting your daughter, right? Are you home? Excuse me. So, as a dingleberry that I am, I decided, if you guys have known me, around this time last year, my little brother graduated UCLA with his bachelor's degree. And I made him a flower bouquet and I made him some money lays. Dr. Bobby, you've lived in California at the very least. So maybe you're familiar with money lays. But here in good morning, Miss Harji. Here in Texas, money lays are not a thing. And people are like, what are you doing? And I make them all the time, right? And I didn't do one because I didn't have time. I didn't think about it. But I did do a money bouquet, and I started trying to do money roses, and I only got 2 done. It takes 5 whole doll hairs to make one, and I ran out of dollars, to be honest with you. And I was like, now what? So now I have 2, and I can't stand the way it came out, because I literally started doing it, and last night around 5 p.m. I started doing it. I started searching for all my supplies because I had leftover supplies from when my brother graduated. So I found brand new money, and I found the tape, and I found all the stuff. Good morning, Miss Mia. Hey, you changed your name. And so Mia already knows this story. So I was working on it, trying my best to get everything done. And then I started freaking out. Oh my God, there's nothing to wrap on the bottom. I couldn't find any more of the plastic flower paper. And I was like, what am I going to do? I can't it sticks on the bottom. What am I going to do? So I searched for about 3 hours yesterday. I went to 15 different stores. I was everywhere trying to find a vessel to put it in. And I ended up finding this cup. I'm not a big fan of Rae Dunn, whatever, don't care. This worked out perfectly because I don't know if you guys know what Cocoa Kind is. Cocoa Kind is it's a, how do you call it? It's a lip balm, right? So this is like a newer product. It's a ceramide lip blur balm. But the cool thing, and I can't open this one to show you, but the cool thing about this is the lid. I don't know if you can see, it has a hook right here. So it's made to have a keychain. and they sell charms, and they're like $5 each charm, but I didn't see any or I would have gotten them. However, this cup has a keychain with the charm that says grad. So I thought it was perfect because, I don't know, I just thought it was perfect. And apparently Cocoa Kind is like all the rage with the youngsters. I am not young, but so I got her this really pretty color. She doesn't wear a lot of makeup. I don't think I've ever seen her wear makeup before in any of her pictures, but who doesn't wear lip gloss, right? And it's a very, very light lip gloss. Like it comes out really light. And so I thought it would be nice. So this is the Money Lay. I'm not touching it, Mia. I tried. I started out this morning, but I said, if I start, I'm never going to get on live today. Oh, yes. Only 3 days after my first Zep bonnet shot. Not so much to report, except I feel fine. Hey, feeling fine is amazing. I'm very happy to hear that. I took mine yesterday. I had a doctor lower my dose to milligram of Zep. It was too much. The 10 milligrams was too zipping. Like when I hear people have to go down, I think, I wonder what causes some of us to need to go down and others we need to go up. I don't know. But I hope that you're going to feel some relief from your decrease, Miss Harji. I was home from Wisconsin for a few days, and now I'm in Portland, Oregon, visiting my other daughter. How lucky of you to have the flexibility to be able to travel the U.S. to visit your children. And I saw a video that you put where if you're asked how many kids you have, it could be anywhere between 1 and 4. So I don't know which one you're at, but I hope you guys are having a great time in Portland. Oh, it's pretty early there, huh? It's 8 o'clock? It's 8 o'clock in the morning there. Oh, thank you. I tried really hard and everything was last minute, but you know how it goes. I made my coffee. This is the Starbucks brown sugar cinnamon K-Pod. Your skin looks so good. Oh, thank you. Oh, speaking of skin, hold on. I forgot to put my sunblock on, but it's my niece daughter. Oh, okay. You guys know how much I am loving the Naked Sundays. This is in the Cabana Clear. I'm absolutely positively loving this stuff. I haven't put it on yet, but there is a sale for those of you who are interested in looking around. I know some people have asked about my thoughts on the Naked Sunday. Remember, I have rosacea, I have eczema, I have incredibly sensitive skin, I get hormonal outbreaks, and sunscreen burns my skin, no matter which ones I've used. I think I've only ever found one that didn't, and it's the Hero brand. It's the green version. It's supposed to like help calm the redness, which I didn't notice it really calming the redness, but I did like that it didn't burn my skin at all. But I'm actually really, really loving this. And then this is like the SPF 50 Hydrating Glow Mist. It's a top spray, not to be used on its own as a sunscreen. So just so we're clear. But if you guys are interested right now, Ulta is having a sale on their Naked Sunday products. They don't carry the whole line, but they do have quite a bit of the options. And if you guys were listening to me the last time I was talking about this, I was super duper excited because I wanted to try their sunscreen lip balms, especially this one. If you guys know me, I'm obsessed with marshmallows. I don't know why. I love marshmallows. I love the texture of them. And I don't necessarily just want to eat them. I think they're so cute. And I like to squish them. I love them. So every time I see stuff that's marshmallow, I just want it. This is in the color marshmallow. Like, man, that is really not coming across very well. That's a mall. It's like a light lavender color, the box, right? But this is in the color marshmallow. This is just too strong, isn't it? Is that better? I wish there was like a dimmer and not just a color changer. Oh, that is much better in the color, but it's like a really light lavender and it's so cute and I'm so excited. These are normally on the Naked Sundays website. They're $28 each, but at Ulta, they're $26 and they're on sale right now. When you buy one, you get one 40% off. So I got 2 for like $30 something, which is a lot, but they are FSA eligible, FSA, HSA eligible because they are 50 SPF. I think it's anything over 35 SPF is HSA or FSA eligible. So Ulta doesn't take FSA's cards, so I had to pay cash, but then I just submitted the reimbursement and I've already been paid back. But this is in the marshmallow. Oh, hey, Miss Sandra. I know. I feel like you abandoned me. You don't love me no more. Ooh, did you just say? I think I missed it. I'm so sorry, Harji. You have no food noise today. Oh, that's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm like super, super happy to hear that. I'm glad to catch you live. It feels like forever since I've chatted with you. I know, Sandra, how dare you have a life that doesn't involve just blocking out all of Sunday so you could be, or Sunday's not even Sunday, Saturday, chat with us. If you spend $50, you get $10 off. Oh yeah, and Ulta does have a coupon right now. I had a coupon that was if you spend $25, you get $5 off, but that's a one-time use. But then there's a coupon code that you can use. It's not restricted to one time as far as I know. They let me use it twice yesterday. So if you spend $50, you get $10 off. And if you spend $20, if you spend $100, you get $20 off. So that's cool. Also, with certain sunscreens, I don't remember if it was just the sunscreen lip balms though, but certain sunscreens right now at Ulta, they have a free, like a freebie, and it's this is offline, and then it has like a little koozie, which is cool because we love protecting our skin, right? But this is in the color marshmallow. I do have a video coming out about this, but I'm like super duper excited. Oh, goodness gracious. This is not marshmallow. This one has been used. We will not be using it. Okay, so we need to exchange that. That's okay. It is a good thing I noticed. But let's check and then this is cotton candy. Let's check this one. Please don't be used. What the heck? Okay, this one has not been used. And you could tell because it has a clear thing and there is no lip balm in the bottom. But on this one, you can see the lip balm has been squeezed in. Do you see that? So that's how I know this one's been used. Plus it's kind of smeared on the applicator. So that will be returned. But this one will not be because it's brand new. So just, check them because people do stupid things. But let's see. Come on. Look at how pretty it comes out. Get out here. I don't want to squeeze it too hard because I don't want it to explode. But do you see the color? It's just like a really, really light, like cotton candy color. But it's very important, you guys, remember to not only use sunscreen on your face, but to also use it on your lips to protect them, especially. It has a scent, but it's not a sunscreen scent. I don't know what that is. It's not cotton candy. I don't know what it is, but I think the color is very subtle, which is what I wanted. I didn't want something like crazy. And then I'm darker skinned, so maybe on a lighter skinned person, it'll come out more lighter. But super awesome deal. Hey, Miss Diva, how are you? How's baby Diva? How's baby Diva doing today? Oh wait, let's see. There's no receipt in here because I'm going to show you the receipt for price check myself. But so it's a pretty decent deal if you are interested in trying some of them out. The only problem is that they are apparently very limited supply. They are not everywhere. But I made my coffee and it's too much. So I'm going to try it in the chai cup instead. I love my coffee cup. I love this cup. It came with the Keurig, with the iced coffee making Keurig one. Sorry guys, that's loud. I'm so sorry. That flavor coffee is so good. But have you guys seen the Nuri? This one is ultra filtered milkshake, 30 grams of protein per can, and only 150 calories. It is very, she's great. She's all up in my business. Well, she is learning at a very young age what it's like to be a woman, apparently, because supposedly we're nosy. I mean, I know I am. So let's see. People keep asking, is it thick? Let's find out. Is it? So it's definitely way thinner than the Premier Protein. Yes, I switched between Nuri and Fairlife. Okay, so to you, is it very reminiscent of the Fairlife? I feel like it is, and this one is much thinner. I seen somebody talking about doing a like a review on it, and they were saying that it was really thick and they hated it. And I was like, you must have a bad one, because this stuff is not thick. It is like, it's not a water consistency for sure, but it is very somewhere between a 1% milk and a 2% milk in consistency, right? Like it's not, or maybe, you know what? It's somewhere between a 1% and a 2% consistency in chocolate milk. It's like that. I like the Fairlife better, but I drink both. See, the thing is, for me, one, cheaper. This is cheaper because for 12 cans at Costco, it is $20 for 12 cans. And it's 150 calories and 20 grams of protein. The Fairlife, the regular Fairlifes, they're 26 grams of protein, and I forgot what it is, but their calories are higher. Let me look it up real quick because I forgot. But the Nuri also has less ounces. So, and it's less by like 6 ounces, I think. Oh, they have a 30 gram, but where's their 26? They have a 26 gram too, because I seen it the other day. Oh, it's the Core Power that's 26 grams. I don't know what I've never had the Core Power. So I've only had the regular one before. But I'm trying to see what's their calories. Okay, so their Core Power is 14 ounces, and it's 170 calories for 26 grams of protein. Nuri only comes in vanilla and chocolate, and that's it. And but for $20 for 12 of them, that's really not bad. It's $19.99 or $19.97 or something like that. I love Fairlife. Is there something better? I don't know. Which Fairlife do you use? Because I will tell you, for the price, I'm getting them again and again and again. We have the vanilla and we have the chocolate. David is loving the chocolate. He says that David loves chocolate milk. Like, I will buy him chocolate milk. I will say this about the lip balm sunscreen. I can taste it on the back of my tongue. It tastes like sunscreen. So take that as you will. I like using the Nuri when I mix it with my coffee because I add extra protein. That's exactly what I just did. I just put the chocolate protein in here with my you guys already forgot what it is. Starbucks brown sugar cinnamon. It's just the K-Pod, so there's no calories, at least according to the box. But personally, I really do like that. I mean, are they the best? No. But they're, to me, the value is far greater than the Fairlife value. And they're very, very comparable. Like, to me, if you put them next to each other, you would definitely know the difference because Fairlife is much thicker. 30 grams and 42 grams. I like the chocolate, and I buy the strawberry 42 grams as a real treat. I've never seen the strawberry except for in like grocery stores for like the singles, and I don't like to buy. Hi, amiga, how are you? Fairlife Girly here. The one from Sam's is 30, and yes, that's the one that I buy. It's only $22. You're tripping, amiga, is it? Because when I buy it from Costco, it is way more than $22. They're 30 something dollars. I can't remember what they are. I know for a fact they are in the $30 range because I remember thinking they were close to 40. They were like 36 or something. But you get 18. So I know you get more in the pack. Yeah, I think they're $36.99 because online they're $38.99 and they charge you more because the shipping is included. These are the ones that I've had before, but they no longer make the vanilla. This brand, I mean, this flavor, this line, I guess, they used to have chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and a cafe latte. 22.66, but it's 12. No wonder. Okay, so that's why. Yeah. But regardless, so for $22 compared to $20, I mean, that's only a $2 difference. So if the taste is a big deal for you, just stick with the Fairlifes if that's the ones that you're drinking. But yes, they are they're $37, right, for the 18 pack from Costco. But the issue is, hey, Miss Kim J, how are you? The issue is that the Fairlife only comes in chocolate at Costco or Sam's Club. I don't even think they make the vanilla anymore. I know that Fairlife said that they're no longer going to be making the vanilla because they're focusing on other flavors. Sam's has the best price that I've seen on Fairlife. Yeah, well, actually, it's because there's only 12 compared to Costco. So let me see. But this is unfair comparison because this is with shipping. So it's 19 cents an ounce at Costco. You guys, my neck is itching, but not nearly as bad. And you can see this. I have little scars here now and right here from all the scratching I was doing the other day. And I hate it. But I really liked when they had all the other flavors. They don't have them anymore. Now they're restricted to like the other, like their other product line, right? Like their regular nutrition plan one. And see, it's 16 cents a fluid ounce for Sam's. And they are 19 cents a fluid ounce at Costco, but that is with the price of shipping. I left Costco. I'm going back soon. Oh, you mean today, or you left, like you don't shop there no more? I shop at both. I am the companion for my mom's, so I don't pay for it. So I go all the time. But the Sam's, when I got my hysterectomy, or when I was gonna get my hysterectomy, I decided that I would get, since I could already go to Costco, I got a Sam's membership just so David can go in case I didn't know how long I would be sick. I mean, not sick. I would be like unable to do things after the hysterectomy because many people have different experiences with how they healed. And some people were restricted from being able to like really continue with life very quickly after. Luckily, I was not one of those people. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know how quickly I would heal and all that. So I got David a membership to Sam's so that if we needed stuff or whatever, he can just go and get it. And I didn't have to leave the house if I didn't have to, especially because I'm not allowed to drive. For six whole weeks, I couldn't drive. That was really rough on me because I felt fine. Like I felt okay. I knew I needed to like, rest and not like go crazy, like lifting stuff. Cause I did have restrictions with exercising, lifting anything more than I don't remember if it was 5 pounds or 10 pounds. And then, some other restrictions. Yeah. But so I have a question for you guys. Okay. This is something that's been on my noggin for a minute. Okay. Do you know what body dysmorphic? Well, okay, let's start here. Do you know what body dysmorphic disorder is, or more commonly known as body dysmorphia? Do you know what it is? I only have Costco. What is better at Sam's? Do I need both? Okay, I will tell you this, Sandra. I shop at both. They are better in their own ways for different things. Hi, Miss Jen. How are you? You're up early, ma'am. I think Sam's Club has more variety for snacks. Like Costco will have maybe 5 different varieties of like the big giant boxes of chips, right? Like snack chips that you could pack in lunches and stuff. But they're always the same ones over and over and over, right? And Sam's has like 10 different varieties, and they have like 10 different varieties of cookies. And, you know, for me, the snack stuff that I buy for David's lunches, that is why I prefer Sam's for some of those things. The reason why we do both is because for a really long time, one would be out of like our necessities and the other would have it. And since you need a membership, that's what we would do. But I don't think one is better than the other for like overall. But I do prefer Costco like brand over Members Mark, which is like the great value brand of Sam's Club. It's just bigger. Oh, you haven't been to bed yet. What kind of dog do you have? Hello, doggy. So, none of you guys know what body dysmorphic is? Body dysmorphic disorder is. I've been having a lot of people tell me that they believe that I have body dysmorphia because when I see myself or when I think of myself, I do not see a pit bull and American bully mix. Oh, how cute. Well, I'm glad to know you know what it is, Sandra. I know you know what it is, Dr. Bobby. I think that we throw words around thinking that it is like the proper definition for them when in fact it's not. It's like a watered down version, and then it makes the actual diagnosis lose its meaning. And when people tell me they think I have body dysmorphia, I really for a while started thinking maybe I do. And the more that I started looking into it, because the reality is I do not. I've never been diagnosed with it. But do I have some of the tendencies? Yes. Have I ever been diagnosed? No. So I will go over what it is in a second. Let's see. Costco is normally more expensive than Sam's. I have both memberships. Hubby's likes Costco. I frequent Sam's, much closer, more stores, and I love the Shop and Go app. I will say that I do love the Shop and Go. That is very, very convenient. However, David prefers to pay cash for everything, so that doesn't do us any good. I feel like a lot of people think that Walmart is much cheaper than Target, and it's really not. They're pretty much the same. And sometimes Target is cheaper with a particular product than Walmart is. And sometimes Walmart is cheaper on a particular product than Target is. But overall, people think Target is a cheaper store. And I mean, more expensive store. And I don't know that it always is. Maybe it's just the products that I buy because, you know, I don't really venture out into like all kinds of crazy things. But I feel like with me, people think because when I see myself or I think of myself, I still picture the bigger body, right? I mean, and yes, I still have a big body. I'm still almost 300 pounds. And where I am right now is like kind of like my baseline. This is like where I was the majority of my life. So for me, I'm just kind of seeing myself like the way I've always seen myself, you know? And I know because the scale says so that I've lost over 200 pounds, but I don't feel it and I don't see it unless I see like a picture of myself from back then. And then suddenly I'm like, oh, I do look different, right? So body dysmorphia is like officially called body dysmorphic disorder, and it's like an actual mental health condition. where a person becomes obsessed with their perceived flaws in their appearance. And these are like perceived flaws that either other people don't notice or we think is or they are very minor things and we blow them up to like really, really gigantic things. And I know I'm guilty of this with other things, but I don't think that I'm guilty of this with with like my body, my face, my whatever. Like you have a distorted self-image, right? You see yourself very differently than how other people see you. And like, have you ever seen someone who is like super, super skinny, like super beanpole skinny, and they really, really, truly believe that they are overweight? Like they see themselves as overweight, and you look at them and you're like, but you are underweight, probably. You are very small. But they don't see that. It's similar to something like that. And you get obsessive thoughts. And trust me, I know what obsessive thinking is. I have obsessive thoughts of other stuff. I have obsessive and intrusive thoughts on other things. So I do understand what the difference between like a true obsessive thought is and something that I am just obsessing over in the moment. I don't know if that's like really understandable. I am not sure. But for me, like I could be obsessing over something, kind of like hyper-focused. Okay, so I become hyper-focused on something, but it's not necessarily an obsessive thought or even an intrusive thought. It's always on my mind, kind of. Well, I hope you enjoy your breakfast. Sorry, I can't stick around. Don't worry, I'm actually gonna do an actual video on it, so we can have this discussion in the comments later. I hope you have a wonderful time with your daughter niece, Dr. Bobby. So things like you may spend hours of your day thinking about your perceived defects, right? Like your acne, right? Oops. I hope you have a great weekend too. Really, I truly hope you enjoy this visit because it's far. They're far away from you. And then you get into like repetitive behaviors where you're constantly checking yourself in the mirror, excessive grooming, skin picking, or comparing yourself to others. I know most of us have fallen into the comparison. Like we compare ourselves to other people. We compare our journeys to other people's journeys. And that on its own is not a healthy trait, but we all have done it. And we all will probably always do some small form of that. But when it becomes almost all you do, like something that like just takes over the majority of your day. Some people could have avoidance where like you totally avoid mirrors, photos, social situations altogether out of shame or anxiety. And yes, I am guilty of that. I do not, I don't have many pictures of myself at my highest weight because I hate pictures. I've always hated pictures. Back in the day, I used to do photography, right? Like that was a really big hobby of mine. And people used to tell me, oh, like get in the picture, or, you know, those kinds of things. And I would always tell them, no, I belong behind the camera, not in front of it. And that was just like kind of like my go-to thing because I loved to take. I mean, I had all kinds of, I used to like develop my own film and stuff, print my own pictures in the garage. Like I had a film printing, I forgot what they're called now, but it's like you would put the negative in. I'm that old where you had a negative, you would put the negative into the machine and it would amplify the image onto photo paper. And then once it sat long enough, you would go and slide the paper into a chemical solution that would develop the picture onto the picture paper. And I used to do all that stuff in my garage and I loved it. It was so much fun. But I just lost track of that hobby. And it causes you emotional distress. So like the thoughts and the behaviors, they can cause severe anxiety, depression, or even like suicidal thoughts, which is very scary. And a lot of people do actually have those when they deal with body dysmorphia, which is really, it's just so sad. Like it hurts my heart like a lot to like imagine somebody no longer wanting to continue on in this life just based on their physical appearance, you know? And that's just so sad to me. But I've also been there. It's not that I wanted to end it myself, but I've gotten to the point where I no longer cared if I woke up in the morning. I don't know if that makes sense, but many, many times I have gotten to the point where I'm just like, I don't care if tomorrow comes. And that's a really hard place to be in. And it really breaks my heart to know that somebody feels that way so strongly that they are willing to do what they can to try to ensure that they are not going to have tomorrow. So people with BDD, so body dysmorphic disorder, they might fixate on things. Yes, I did write an outline for this again, just like I did with the food tracking last week, and I never got to it because I couldn't get to it. I was just instead just talking out my mouth. So like they might fixate on their skin, so the acne, scars, or textures. And I was dealing with it slightly with my arms after losing weight, and I had to pray about it quickly. Well, I'm glad you recognized it, Kim, because it really, really, really can become overwhelming and intrusive very quickly. And I'm really glad that you recognize it, because not a lot of us will recognize it before it becomes a real problem. But there's also I don't want to call it a condition, but there's also a thing called, what's it called? Body image delay, right? So I think that's what I'm dealing with. Basically, your body is changing, your skin is changing, your hair is changing, like all of these things, right? And although you may or may not recognize it yourself without the way that I can't recognize it until I see a picture of myself. And then at that point, I'm like, oh, okay, I have lost weight. Oh, okay. You know, my acne is much better. You know, I didn't grow up with acne. I wasn't one of those kids or young people or young adults or teenagers who had acne issues. Yes, I would get an occasional pimple here or there, but it was not an issue for me, not a real issue. That didn't happen until I was in my mid-30s. And then in my mid-30s, that's when I got the rosacea issues. That's when I started dealing with the severe breakouts, the hormonal acne, the cystic acne, the nodule acne. That's when all of that started. And it is really hard to deal with as an adult. So I can't even imagine how a young person deals with it, because it's very, very difficult. However, if you are a young person who's dealing with it, odds are you will grow up to no longer have to deal with it. But still, it's hard to go through it in the moment while you're going through it. So body dysmorphia is not the same as just simply being unhappy with your appearance or wanting to improve your body. It is an actual true mental condition that you must be diagnosed with in order to like have, I mean, and why would you even want that title? Nobody wants that title, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like it is an actual clinical diagnosis. Like I know people all the time are like, oh, it's because of my OCD. But they don't really have OCD. They've never been diagnosed with OCD, and they don't really know what OCD really entails. They just sort of see like what, I guess, the watered down version of OCD is, and they're like, oh, it's because I like stuff clean, or it's because I like stuff a particular way, or it's because I'm very organized in certain things. And it's like, well, that is not OCD on its own. OCD is far greater than just having a preference of the direction of things that you want them to stand in. You know what I mean? Like, and in my head, I'm picturing like somebody's refrigerator where all of the labels are facing one direction, like nothing is like slanted or twisted or just haphazardly thrown in, even though it might be organized. Like the product itself is like very like lined up, but some people just like it that way, and that's fine. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have OCD. Just like I may not be happy with things of my body or things on my skin, that doesn't necessarily mean that I have body dysmorphia. And this is like a clinical condition that really disrupts your daily life. The same way that anxiety or depression, well, clinical anxiety and clinical depression could do and do. They very, very much do interrupt your daily life. They take over. And it's very hard when that's what you're living with every single day. And then when you have multiple things that you deal with, it's even worse. But if you are dealing with body dysmorphic disorder, there is help. You do not have to go through it forever. The treatment itself could include cognitive behavioral therapy, so CBT, which is also something that I am going through with my therapist because of my my eating disorders and my disordered eating and my emotional reliance on food and my really, really unhealthy habit with food. And it is something that I have decided to utilize so that, I can heal that from the inside, because what's going to happen when I lose all the weight? When, I said when, because I am going to. What's going to happen when I lose all the weight? If I can't control in here, there's no way I'm going to control what goes in here, period. I mean, right now, Mounjaro is doing its thing, but there may come a time where my insurance says, hey, your A1C is no longer in the type 2 diagnosis area that we require you to be in, or you've been on it, maintaining it for such and such amount of time that we are no longer going to cover this for you. And what will I do? If I haven't dealt with what's in here, there is no way that I will be able to continue on my own. I have so many times in the past gone through weight loss journeys, right? And every time I have told myself, and it was a straight up lie, I've told myself, I didn't know it was a lie back then, believed it. Once I lose the weight and once I get into the size that I want to be in, I will never allow myself to get back to where I am now. I will never allow myself to regain the weight. And I'm sure many of you have said similar things to yourself. But I promise you, I never was able to deal with what was in here. So once I got to, I don't think I've ever lost more than 120 pounds on my own and kept it off until now, right? Well, you guys know I lost 120 pounds on my own and then I couldn't lose anymore. And now I'm on Mounjaro and it's helping me to continue to lose. But what I mean by on my own is like without therapy, without the mental help to overcome what got me to this point. That's what I mean by on my own. Once I've lost that amount of weight, it was a matter of time before I gained it all back. Regardless of what was happening, I wasn't seeing what was happening to my body. And if I was seeing it, I couldn't control it and it didn't matter because I couldn't control what was in here. I couldn't control the emotional hunger. I couldn't control the desire for the emotional comfort that food brought me, that nothing on this earth has ever been able to bring me. And that is not something that I ever want to go through again. And in order for me to do that, I have to address those things to the best of my ability. And to the best of my ability is by going through cognitive behavioral therapy. And is it easy? No. Is it hard to like talk about all these things all the time and talk about what brought me to the point where I turned to food instead of human interaction, instead of my mom for comfort, my dad for comfort, instead of Jesus for comfort? I turned to food. I avoided life with food. When I was happy, sad, lonely, hurt, excited, numb, I turned to food. It did not matter the emotion. Food was where I wanted to turn to. But CBT can also help you to overcome, you really challenge and reframe the like distorted thoughts in your head about your body and your appearance. And I know it sounds like, how can somebody be so obsessed that they have a clinical diagnosis of this? I don't know, to be honest with you, but how we all end up somewhere without always knowing what the answer is. There are some medication therapies that people can go through, like SSRIs, basically an antidepressant. There's also support groups where they can assist you through your thought processes, right? And there's also like body positive therapy approaches, which to me, body positivity really, really, really has lost its way, in my opinion. Health at all sizes has lost its way because it is so easy for a 20-year-old to sit here and say, yeah, I'm 500 pounds, but I'm healthy. All my lab work comes out great. I have no prediabetes, no thyroid issues, no blood pressure issues, no blah, 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 blah. I'm healthy. You are not healthy at 500 pounds, no matter how old you are. However, when you are younger, you are not yet dealing with those things. It takes years for those things to develop. And while you're in your 20s, you may not be seeing the numbers, yet those things are compounding and they are beginning to develop because nobody goes from being 10, 20 years, 300, 400, 500 pounds, and suddenly they are either dead or they have diabetes or they have high blood pressure or they have, heart failure or they have something. There's going to be something. And I don't care who you are. Somebody cannot be that size and put that toll on their body for that many years and not have their health be affected by that. You can't. Like, I didn't have any of those issues until recently. Like within the last 4 or 5 years is when all my blood work started coming back with all these like insane things that I had never dealt with before. And I'm 43. So it didn't start happening to me until the end of my 30s, beginning of my 40s. And I have been 300 plus pounds my almost whole life. How many body positive like people do you see out there that are in their 50s and 60s? I've never seen one, not a single one, unless they themselves are at a average or normal body size, right? Like if they're just like an advocate, or I don't even know how they call it, an ally, whatever. But it's like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I think they've really lost their way and they really need to figure out how to get back to what they were trying to do without over sensationalizing it and just becoming ridiculous, because it's hard to take somebody serious when they've gone so far off track, right? Like it's just like, it makes no sense to me. Now, heard you say I'm not alone and now I'm concerned. Does that mean like you feel that way too? And that makes me sad that you feel that way. It really hurts my heart to see people suffering, even if it's something that I personally have dealt with, and especially when it's something that I've personally dealt with, because I know what it feels like inside. And I know what you are. I mean, I can never understand it fully for you because we're all individual. We're all different. We all see things, feel things differently. However, I can truly empathize with you because I've been there and I've experienced as close to what you've experienced as I possibly can without being you, if that makes sense. You're speaking the truth. I believe many people have said those words and experienced the similar feelings. I've been there and I'm going to stay off the weight loss roller coaster. It's still not easy. Oh, it is not. It is not easy, Miss Diva. It is very, very difficult, but we can do it. How can we do it? I don't know, but I'm working on that. I'm working on every single aspect that I possibly can work on so that I can continue forward. Because if I don't, I'm going to end up right back where I was. And then it is only this much time before there is no more Delilah. What I find so hard to take is a 140-pound lady trying to relate to my 114.2 pound loss to their 14 pounds loss as being life-changing. It's hard for me to swallow. I understand they are just trying to relate, but there is a big difference. I don't know that I know exactly what you mean by that. I think I've seen similar, and I think I've seen people like, do you guys know who Jaclyn Hill is? Jaclyn Hill, you know, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, Jaclyn Hill, that Jaclyn Hill. She recently has put out a video about her going through her Ozempic journey. I am going to be doing a video on it because I really think that it's a very important conversation to have. I think it's very, very important. And I think it is absolutely horrible what she's put out there. I think it is absolutely a disgusting take on what it is that we are doing here. And I want to say that it was 14 or 15 pounds that she needed to lose, right? I feel that way too. Food has always been my go-to for everything as well. Harju, what are you doing to overcome that? Because I will tell you right now that I'm struggling. Even though I don't want it, like I don't desire it, the food noise has really shut down so much that I no longer desire to comfort myself with food, but I don't know how to comfort myself in other ways now. So I'm struggling because instantly my mind goes, let's eat, let's eat, let's eat. But I don't have the actual physical desire to do so. Whereas before, my mind didn't even have to go there because I was already having the physical desire to do so. And I'm so sorry that you're going through that, but I'm so proud of you for going to therapy for this, because it's a very hard thing to address on our own. And I'm very happy for you that you have found something to help you with. Many people have dealt still dealing with it and other things. It's a real thing. Please don't suffer. Spiritual and natural help together is a beneficial and courageous step to healing. And I do believe that, Kim. I believe that with all of my heart. I don't think that this journey, for me anyways, can be a success if I don't address my entire health, my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health, and my spiritual health. None of those things can work together properly if I don't address them all. We all have value, and that is not related to our size and that part of our body positivity. Like, I agree. Every single person on this planet has a reason and a plan and a purpose for being here. Every single one of us has a purpose, whether we know it or not. We weren't just born just to be born. We have a purpose here. But if you guys have not seen that Jaclyn Hill video, do yourself a favor and don't watch it, because you'll want to just slap her all day long. Like, I cannot believe some of the things that she said. Like, I don't even want to give her the watch time, to be honest with you. And I have a very bad habit of turning on YouTube, because I don't really watch TV when it's just me, right? Like, David watches TV, so I'll watch some things with him, but I don't ever turn like television shows on. I'm constantly either just, going through YouTube or I have music playing. So I have a bad habit of turning on the YouTubies and just putting on the auto scroll and then going to do other things, right? And then it just plays. And that video came on. And some of the things is just, first of all, she wasn't even on a brand name, okay? Which is fine. I'm not saying everybody has to be on a brand name. I'm only saying, first of all, she wasn't on a brand name. And she didn't even know what they're called. Instead, she was like, oh, what I was on is a peptide. When she meant, and yes, I know that it is a peptide. However, what she meant was she was on a compounded version. That's what she meant. Because when you take the entirety of her thought process, when she kept describing it as I was on a peptide, I wasn't on name brand, I was on a peptide. What she was trying to say was I am on a compound. She didn't even know it was called a compound. Like, if you don't even know the terms for what it is that you are injecting into your body, that scares me for you. That scares me for you. And because that scares me for you, you should not be putting that information out there for the entire world to come by and believe that the way that you did it is the way that they should do it too. Just makes me sick. Well, I'm glad that I'm not the only one who hasn't heard that name in a really long time. And suddenly, and I don't even know why, it just started playing. Like, I'm not subscribed to her or anything. It just, well, we all know YouTube doesn't play our subscription lists anyways. It just plays whatever it wants. I take my medication and I try to do coping mechanisms and affirmations daily. Good for you. She probably went to med spa. You know, I don't recall how she did it, but I don't remember that part of the story. But I am going to do a video on it because the misinformation that she put out there, the misconception of why people should be using GLP-1s just disgusted me, like truly. And I don't have a far reach here. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know what is going on with this channel on YouTube, but YouTube doesn't like it. It doesn't push it out. It doesn't do anything, right? Like I have, okay. So some of you guys are creators, so you know, when you have a retention rate of over 50%, I think it's 60%, right? Like that's considered good. I have a retention rate of 74 plus, but my videos still don't get pushed out. I have a click on rate of also being in the high 70s to 90s. Oh, yeah, from the high 70s to the 90s, and they still don't get pushed out. It's like, okay, whatever. But even though I don't have a far reach, I don't care. I feel like the reach that I do have, I need to talk about this. Not because I feel like you guys don't know, because I know that you do. I know that you guys are doing this for the right reasons, and you guys are not going to be misled by the ridiculousness that was put out there through this video. But there might be somebody out there who sees it and thinks, it's people like her that really give people like us a really, really bad name, and it's terrible. Oh, it's terrible. It feels weird saying that because I have been on medication and in therapy for most of my adult life. This time feels different. The GLP maybe as a Harji, you have no idea. You just made my heart smile, like for real, for real, for real. Because I am telling you guys, if you guys didn't see, I have a video out there where one day, I think I was dropping my brother off at the airport or I was picking him up. And that day, that was when my back started hurting, but I hadn't gotten to this point yet. And my back was hurting so bad, and I had to get in the car and go pick up my brother. And David was putting on some, what's it called? Like icy hot, like, you know, on the roll-on, the BioFreeze with the roll-on stick thing. He was putting it on my back for me. And when he was doing it, it was so painful that I kept moving and I kept pushing myself away from him because it was just instinctively, right? Because it hurt. And so he instinctively just grabbed onto me to hold me close so that he can put it on so that I don't keep squirming away so that my back wouldn't hurt so bad so I can go pick up my brother. Because, you know, it's an hour drive over there and an hour drive home. So I need to be in the car for 2 hours and I could barely even stand up. So he was trying to put it on, and when he grabbed my waist, he didn't say anything in the moment. But as soon as he grabbed my waist, he put his hand on my hip, and I instinctively said, that feels different. Something feels different. That feels different. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but him touching me felt different than any other time he had touched me before, right? Not in a sexual way, not anything like that. Just like the physical touch was different. And I don't know how to explain it. But after he was done, that's when he told me, man, you've lost so much weight. And I said, well, that's the point, right? And before, I would have said nothing and ran away and tried to get away from that conversation. But instead, I was able to say something in regards to the weight loss, or I would have told him, like, shut up, don't say that. Or I would have done anything to get the conversation to stop, right? And all I said was, well, that's the point, right? Because that's what I'm doing all this work for. And then he told me, you're getting so skinny. And yes, I was still in the 300 pounds, right? And he was like, you're getting so skinny, but don't get too skinny, right? And he just laughed. I know he was being silly, whatever. But in the past, that would have sent me down a spiral. that would have been the moment that this journey ended for me. I would have ran away and cried. I would have been so stuck in my feelings and my emotions that I wouldn't have been able to get out of it. I would have really, really, really just shut this entire journey down. And I would have begun, the first thing I would have done was I would have stopped and got something to eat. And I didn't do any of that. And as I'm driving to go get my brother, I was filming a video and suddenly it was all hitting me, right? Like I was able to have this conversation. It wasn't even a conversation, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like before I wouldn't even have been able to say those words. I wouldn't have been able to continue to stand there. But I was hit by how different this time around is. And that's when I realized the mental and emotional changes that were happening for me. And I don't know what is causing that. I don't know if it's because I am really diving into anything and everything that I can to make this journey the last journey. I mean, I really hope and believe that this journey is going to last me until I die. And I hope that's a long time. And what I mean by that is I don't ever want to stop growing. I don't ever want to stop changing. I don't ever want to stop learning. And I don't ever want to stop becoming a better me. I don't ever want to stop working on myself. I don't ever want to stop caring about myself to the point where I stop wanting more and more and more for myself. Emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. And the moment that I stop wanting that for myself, I know I'm in trouble. And I don't ever want that. It feels weird saying, oh, I already read that one, sorry. I'm so proud of you, Delilah, and see that you are doing the work. Thank you, Kim. I really am. I'm really, really trying. I'm really, really trying, which I had so many things I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Mia, I am joining you on the chart journey. We are going to make one sometime today or something. I brought in my notebook. You guys already know about my kilograms, my favorites. If you guys are like me, I'm insane when it comes to like pens and writing utensils. I like a very specific way of writing. And if my pens don't do that, I don't want them. Don't bother me. Don't touch me. But this is just my colorful pen box. I have so many like pencil cases all around my house, like everywhere. I don't even know which pens are in which one. But this one is the one that I'm using all the time with you guys. But I love this pencil case because look, it has this little piece. Don't ask me why there is this in here that has been in here for like a year. I'm not even kidding. It's because I need to take that to work. But okay, so I brought this. I was gifted something. Somebody loved me and sent me a present. They asked me what I wanted. And I told them, no, how did it go? We were having a conversation and I said something like, when I go back to work and I have the money, I want to buy myself this book. But in the meantime, I'm looking for it through the library, right? And we just started talking about it. And then I said something about the problem is, even if I could find it through the library, there is also like a workbook. And obviously I won't be able to work through the workbook like physically. I would have to do it in a different way. And I'm going to figure out how to do it without like physically writing in it, right? And then we just were having this conversation about it. And they told me, oh, that sounds really cool. Something I want to do. Can you send me the link? I said, sure. So I sent them the link and then it arrived. And I have not opened it. Brand new. It's still in there. He told me what it was, so I know what's in here. But you guys don't know. Hold on. Let me open this. This says pull to open. Big liars. Big liars. I'm like tearing my skin. Ow, like for real, I think I just got a paper cut. That freaking hurt. Big liars. This is why we open things before we come on camera, you guys. I'm not normal. I don't have normal hand strength. Are you going to come open it for me? Thank you. He came here hearing me struggling. When are you going to leave?
Probably 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go to Dallas and just look around before I get out.
Okay.
I don't know. Just wanted to stop.
I didn't say you can't, but remember.
So let me take that.
Yeah, be careful. Be very careful.
How does this work?
What do you mean? It's a keychain.
Also, this.
Yeah, she could put this on the. If you bring me the other orange bag that's on the couch, I'll show you. Because Okay. Well, be careful. Don't let it fall out.
Okay. She'll like this.
I hope so. He's gonna leave in a couple of hours, and I just want to make sure he doesn't forget that. But okay. You guys know that I am actively working through coping skills. That was really hard. I'm not normal. I don't have normal strength in my hands the way that normal people do. Ever since I got the carpal tunnel surgeries, they just don't work the way they used to. But a normal person could have opened that normally. So this is a book that I've been wanting. I've actually read it before, but I wanted to read it again. And now I know, I found out there was a workbook and I wanted to work through the workbook. The workbook obviously came after the book. So I didn't know when I first read it, but it's been many years. Like it's 30 years old. I read this as a teenager. Okay. And I was so excited to read it again. This is called The Artist's Way. This is the starter kit by Julia Cameron. Okay. So what this is a book on, this was created with like actual artists in mind, not like regular Joe Schmoes, right? Like people who have that like sort of creative spirit about them and, an artist. And how to like come out of the funk of like an art, like a mental block for artists, right? So this was like a spiritual path to higher creativity. What this is, well, let me read it to you. Where is it? The Artist's Way is I don't know what the word seminal means, but seminal book on the subject of creativity. An international bestseller, it has inspired millions to overcome the limiting beliefs and fears that can inhibit the creative process. Perhaps even more vital in today's culture and climate than when it was first published 30 years ago. The Artist's Way is a powerfully provocative and inspiring work. In it, Julia Cameron takes readers on an amazing 12-week journey to discover the word I can't pronounce, inextricable, inextricable. Inextricable. What does that mean? Will somebody look it up for me, please? That word, link between their spiritual and creative selves. This groundbreaking program includes an introduction to the two Cameron's most vital tools for the creative recovery. Oh, because this one is like the workbook. So it has this one's the starter set. So it has both in it. So it's like describing the other book too. So what this is really about is like how to unlock your artistic streak, right? And it goes about journaling, right? So it talks about something called the morning pages. So what you're supposed to do is first thing, you just grab your notebook and you start writing, right? You start writing whatever's on your mind, whatever. Makes no sense, makes sense, doesn't matter. But the key to it is you never go back to look at it. You just let it out and leave it there. And when I first did this years and years ago, I would write things like in the very beginning, and sometimes even still, like when I will go back and start practicing it again, like I will write things like, today I did a live. It is raining. My computer is sitting on a Sharps container box. Stuff like that, right? Like it didn't matter. The point is not what you are writing for it to matter. The point is to get it out, because eventually you will get to the point where you are starting to let the creative flow come out, right? Like you'll start out where you set a time, right? Like say 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. And you write it down, whatever's going on in your mind. And then suddenly, the longer you do it, the more you'll realize that it went from being a couple of sentences because you just couldn't think, you were stuck in your head, right? To suddenly there are pages. But these pages are not meant for you to go back and like scrutinize them, and they're not meant to be perfect, and they're not meant to be like a book that you're going to go publish, right? These are supposed to be things that you are dealing with and struggling with and just getting out and letting it out and letting it go. You're letting it out and letting it go. And you're doing it through this act that is causing you to be able to truly let it go and let it out, because you are never, ever, ever going to look at it again. So once you get it out, you get it away. And I loved doing it. But again, I fell into a place where I just stopped caring. So some people don't know. Oh, yes, thank you, Mia. Some people don't know these things. It's up to us as a community to dispel the nonsense people put out there. Yes, I agree. That's why I'm going to do the video. And I don't really like doing stuff like that, really. I think what I'm going to do, I don't know. I'm thinking about starting another channel where I do stuff like that, because it really makes it like just grinds my gears. I heard somebody say that once when I was like a teenager, and I didn't really know what it meant, but I thought it was funny and I like using it. So now I say it. For every negative thought, as soon as you recognize it, try quickly to cast those thoughts down and speak the authority, at least 2 positive affirmations against 1 negative, in hopes they won't fester. Speak the affirmations until you believe them. I'm going to work on that. That was like going into my Rolodex in my brain. But Miss Harji, you got this, and I love it. I love it. Delilah, you are normal. I'm really not. I mean, I am. Yes, I am a normal person, but I don't have the normal hand strength that regular people do. Like they have tests that you can do, like to measure your strength in your hands. And I'm always like on the lowest end. And they say some people will never gain back all of their strength. But I do not believe that I am one of those people. I believe that eventually it will fully all come back. I'm just grateful that I'm no longer like dropping things. Because for those of you who have carpal tunnel and it is gotten to the point where your hands are constantly numb, constantly tingling, and constantly in pain, you realize that you no longer can hold on to things. Like anything, like you hold on to this and within a minute or two, your hand cannot continue to grip and it just releases and you're dropping things and you think you're just clumsy, but you're not. You no longer have the strength in your grip to continue to hold things for long, and especially heavy things, which is why I have no cups that I use long-term that does not have handles, because I can't, and I don't hold it by the handle. I usually will hold them like this just for the support. But if I don't have that, I will drop it eventually. Yes, Dee Dee, that is my normal. And unfortunately, it is my normal. I want hand strength, you guys. One day I'm going to have it. And I think today it's even worse because yesterday I spent, Mia, how long was I working on this? Like 2 hours? I only got 2 done. I did this and undid it and did it and undid it and did it and undid it. Like, I don't even know how many times. And look how ugly it looks on the bottom. I don't even care. Like, I couldn't even keep going. It was like killing my hands. And I woke up this morning with my thumb numb. But anyways, so I was gifted this book and this journal, and I'm super excited to get back into it because I'm sure there's many things that I forgot about in here. And I'm just super excited to do it again and see where it goes, because I really want to like make sure that I am using every single thing that I can possibly use to overcome what has burdened me for so many years. And this is like the journal workbook part. And so it gives you like the prompts and stuff, and you keep going, and I think it's cool. Okay, so this is an empowering companion volume to the national bestseller. Okay, so more I'll read you the beginning part. The Artist's Way Morning Pages Journal is your personal gateway to one of the Artist's Way's most effective tools for cultivating creativity, personal growth, and change, and morning pages. The morning pages is the primary creative tool of the Artist's Way. Are part of longhand writing, strictly stream of consciousness, which provoke, clarify, comfort, cajole. What does cajole mean? I've heard that word before, but I can't remember what it means. Prioritize and synchronize the day at hand. This daily writing, coupled with the 12-week program outlined in the Artist's Way, will help you discover and recover your personal creativity, artistic confidence, and productivity. You know what we should do? Are any of you guys interested in doing something like this? If you guys are interested in it, we could start a series. So you guys remember I've been trying to do a book club, and then nobody ever tells me what book they want to read, and I've already read all the books we were supposed to go through. We just haven't gone through them. And I'm rereading Magic Pill right now, in fact. But if you guys are interested, we can do, it's 12 weeks long. 12 weeks are going to come and go regardless of whether or not we're doing something as a series or not. But we can do the Artist's Way with the morning pages as a book club for us. If you guys want to do that, that would be very interesting, I think. I don't know. But if you guys are not interested, what's the point? But if you're interested in doing that, I'm completely okay. I'm happy to do it. It would be fun, I think. Who knows? I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts in my head. The weight loss and inflammation reduction have helped my carpal tunnel. Ooh, lucky girl. I no longer have carpal tunnel. I supposedly they say once you get the carpal tunnel release surgery, you will never get carpal tunnel again. I don't know if that's true, but I'm happy that it's working for you because it sucks. I sleep with braces at night to prevent them from falling asleep and waking me up. Yes, and that's very smart. I did that too. They told me after a while, they told me that I had to stop because I forgot why. Basically, after surgery, you have to wear them for so long. And then after that, you have to stop because they don't want your hands to I guess become just used to having the support from there. So they kind of forget what they're supposed to do on their own. And they need to have like that muscle memory of doing things by themselves to like fully recover and for you to get all of your hand strength back. But I'm like, okay, you're the doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a orthopedic surgeon. I don't know nothing about this stuff. So I'm gonna do what you say. But sometimes I do think that I need to use braces again, but luckily I no longer get the tingling and I don't get that feeling anymore. So that's good. But if you guys are interested, I'm happy to do it with you. And if you're not interested, I'll keep doing it by myself. But for those of you that don't know, I have a goal. I don't remember if I've said this yet or not, but I feel like if I put it out there, I have no choice but to do it. And I am being delusional and I don't care. I want to be in the 100s by October. We are May. So June, July, August, September, 5 months. 5 months. 5 months. And that's 75 pounds. 75 pounds to lose. And I don't care if it's delusional. I'm going to shoot for that goal, and that's my goal, because I want to celebrate my 44th birthday under 200 pounds. I don't care if it's 199.999999. My scale doesn't even weigh to that measurement, but I want to be in the 190s. Well, under 200. We'll see. I'm still 11 pounds, or I guess 12 pounds, because I said I wanted to be under 100 or over 100 pounds lost by my 1 year. My 1 year Mounjaro anniversary is on June 19th. That is the day that I started taking it. And I started out this journey at 364 pounds, and I want to be 263 or less pounds by the 19th of June. We are just about a month away from that, and I need to lose 12 pounds. Don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. My goal is 68 more pounds lost by September 1st. You could do it. But why the 1st? I know you wanted to do it for your birthday too, but your birthday's not on the 1st. So why the 1st? I'm just curious. But so I'm super excited. I know it's September 7th. You have the same birthday as my cousin. One of my cousins. I have a lot of cousins. But I'm super excited to have this, and I want to get doing that. I have a video coming out next week that I was super excited about doing. I was super excited about it. Actually, it happened by accident, right? Like, we went for our walk, and then while we were out there doing our walk, we were driving on our way to do our walk. And I told you guys, I let YouTube just auto play, right? Like, the next video will just play. And I don't know how it went from long forms to a short form, but suddenly a short form played, and it was me. It was me doing something that I don't want to spoil, but I decided that I was going to recreate it. It was 2 years. It was 2 years and 1 day exactly from the day. And I decided I was going to recreate that video, that action, that whatever, and I was going to make it into a video to see the progress. And when I seen it, I was like, whoa, because I really don't recognize these things until I have a comparison, right? And I'm so grateful that I've been documenting this journey since even before I started Mounjaro. Since I would say that I started documenting the journey about a month or two after I began losing from my highest weight, right? I started posting videos. And I'm grateful that I did that and that I have those videos, because it gives me a true, comparison, I guess. Even though none of my videos really show my body, because what am I going to do? Put the camera back there so I can show my whole body in the camera? Like, it just doesn't make sense. But so you really only see like this part up. But even just seeing this part up, there is a very noticeable difference, which I don't notice on my own. I don't see it on my own. But when I see those videos and I see those past things, I'm like, whoa, okay. It was just better. It was just better to try to be 250 by then. I mean, you can set any goal you want. I was just wondering why it was the 1st if it's by your birthday, because my birthday's on the 2nd. So for me, like, the 1st, same thing, 1st, 2nd. But if I had a whole extra week to lose that extra amount of weight, I would do it. I would be like, I have a whole extra week. I need that week, because that week might be the difference of 5 extra pounds. Anywhere from 1 to 5. I don't know. I'm just making up numbers. But I just feel like I don't care if the goal is delusional to have a set goal. I feel like we do better when we have a defined goal, whatever that goal is. Like before, I would always just be like, you know, like I just want to lose weight, but I never had a defined goal. I never said I want to, you know, be in a certain size clothing, which I have in the past once in a while made that goal, right? Like I want to wear a size. Actually, no, I haven't. I've never said a certain size. What I've always told myself or said out loud was, I want to be able to go into a store, any regular people store, a regular people store, not Lane Bryant, not Torrid. I don't even know what other plus size stores are, but a regular people store. Okay. I want to go into a regular people store. Now, I don't care if it's the biggest size they got. I want to be able to select a piece of clothing or a whole entire outfit from said store and it fit. I don't have to order it special. I don't have to go to a special store. I don't have to make alterations. I don't have to, you know, just don't button it. It'll work. Like, you know, I seen this video the other day where this lady, she got liposuction on her arms. This lady, she makes no sense to me. But anyways, so she got liposuction on her arms. And suddenly she was super excited because she can fit into sweaters that she couldn't fit into before because her arms were too big, which is understandable. I would be excited about that too. But I don't understand how you can say the sweater fits when all it did was fit the arms. Like it still was like out to here and it couldn't close. And I was like, but that doesn't fit. Like it fits your arms, but it doesn't fit you. And I don't want to be going into a store and calling that fitting, if that makes sense. I don't care if it makes me look like a sausage. Like as long as it fits and goes all the way down the shirt or the pants come all the way and they buckle and zip, then we could call that fitting, even if they're ill fitting. But I never had like an actual number because I didn't know what numbers they go up to. I don't know. Do they go up to like a 12? Do they go up to a 14? I don't know. I've never shopped in a regular people store ever, not once. I've never been able to. So I don't know what sizes they go up to, but I never had a definitive number in my head. I was just like, I want to be able to wear the any size in that store. Just go in and buy clothing that I don't have to order online or go to a special store for. That was always a goal. But I feel like in order to be successful, for me, I don't know about you, but for me, I need to have a definitive goal. So that definitive goal is I want to be under 200 pounds by my birthday. And I want to be under 263 pounds or 263 pounds or under by June 19th. Can I do it? We're going to find out. And, you know, and it's okay to be a little delusional sometimes. I'm not trying to say I'm going to lose 200 pounds within the next, month. It's not even 100 pounds. That's 75 pounds. Can I do it? Don't know. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try my hardest. And, hey, that'll only bring us closer to our 200 pound. Well, it's 200 combined pounds, right? Because you need to lose 100 and I need to lose 100. And then we can go hang out. You are very, very close. Very, very close to your 100 pounds down. Miss Mia, where's my calculator? You are 11. You needed to lose 100. And now you are already... Let's call it 11 because I don't ever count the points for it. So you need to be down another 89 pounds, where I need to be down more than that, 93 pounds, in order for us to do our celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. We're going to do it. And it's going to be fun. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. 89? Did I do it wrong? Wait, is that what I said? I don't even remember. But you said you're 11 pounds, right? Yeah, 89. Yeah, 89 more pounds. And you could do it, and we're going to do it, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And then we will just have to figure out the logistics of butterflies. Well, we've done the hardest part already. What, starting? To me, starting is the hardest part. Maybe it's not even the starting that's the hardest part. Maybe it's the setting the goal that's the hardest part. I don't know, because I've started a lot of times, and finishing is hard. Starting, I think, takes courage. Finishing is difficult. Very difficult. What? Why? Why is my bank account sending me a notification? Oh, it's just it sends me a notification every single day, multiple times a day sometimes, that how much is in my bank account. But I don't know why. It just caught me off guard. Sticking with it is hard. Everything is hard. This whole darn journey is hard. Why? Why is it so hard? I don't know. But that's not fun. It's not fun, you guys. I feel like I need my little pickle, my emotional support pickle. He's going to help me today, get through today. There, he's joining us. He's fun. But what do you guys, okay, so what are you guys doing in order to get through the middle part for you? Like, I keep seeing all these journeys where people are just like flying through their weight loss, and I'm not flying through it. I wish I was, but I'm not. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not flying through it. I wish I was, but it is what it is, and I can't change it. Well, I can't change what has already happened. I can figure out if there's anything different that I can do, which reminds me, you guys know that I see a dietitian. I see a dietitian, and I was seeing her once a week, and then I went to once every 2 weeks, and then it's been a long time because her schedule changed and it no longer worked with my schedule. But it is my experience, strength, and hope. You guys, I need to know, what is that from, and why does she say it? Because it drives me insane, because it literally almost never is appropriate for the context. And I'm just like, I know you're kidding. I'm kidding too. Well, not this part. This part I'm serious, but I was kidding when I said it. This part I'm very serious. And Mia, you know, because I've told you, I don't understand it. I don't understand what the point of that is. Somebody told me that it was like something like a saying or a motto or something in like 12-step programs, but I don't understand it. Somebody explain it to me, please. I've asked her before to explain it. She doesn't. So I'm like, and if you don't know who we're talking about, listen. It is my experience, strength, and hope. You don't know who that is? That's Countess of Shopping. And I'm just very, very, very curious what that's supposed to mean. Because I can be like, so, you know, we're going to try out the Nuri protein drink today. This is not medical advice. This is just my experience, strength, and hope. What does that mean? It doesn't make any sense for what I'm about to tell you. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It has to make sense to someone, otherwise she wouldn't say it. But what does it mean? And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to genuinely understand, because I've asked her to, what does it mean? She hasn't told me. So I need somebody else to tell me. I need to know, because it drives me bananas. It drives me insane, and I need to know. Somebody tell me. I've been to plenty of NA meetings, and we never said that. I've never heard it before. I've never been to any meetings, but I'm not, please don't misunderstand me. I'm not trying to make fun of her. I'm genuinely trying to understand. But isn't that what she does? Like, I'm not exaggerating, am I? I might be, because it drives me that insane. I knew immediately you were referring to. Okay, but Sandra, what does it mean? I want to know. I need to know. Do you need to know, Pickle? We need to know. We need to know. I love my emotional support pickles, you guys. I know I don't give them enough airtime. They're always in the background, though. But aren't they so flipping cute? Okay, so I have emotional support pickles. And you guys already know I have my emotional support mochi health thermos. I love it. And it is clean. See, I cleaned it. But how are they called? Ice packs. The ice packs that she also sent me that came with this are in my freezer. I keep them in there because you never know. And I 100% want to one day use that just to see how it works compared to my, I thought he was knocking. Compared to my my travel case. From my personal experience would make, yeah, me too, or my preference, or, you know, this is my experience. Even this is my, but it's the strength part that gets me. It confuses me. What does that mean? I don't know what it means either. Oh, you know, I was wearing my bracelet earlier, but I took it off because this sleeves, it was uncomfortable rubbing on them. I wear them all the time. You will always see me in them, like around the place. And I'm always wearing my bracelets, Mia, that you sent me. I don't wear the brown one as much as the red and the blue one, which I have in the living room, because it pulls my hair. So I don't wear it as much, but I do love it. I think it's so cute. Oh my God, I'm having a breakdown. My neck is looking bloody. Do you mean like my butt neck? Do you mean? I mean, it's getting better. Okay, so much better. You guys, I'm going to do a video on my butt neck, even though it's embarrassing. Super duper, super embarrassing. Super flippin' embarrassing. But it's part of my journey. It's reality. It's what I'm going through. And you guys need to really understand. Okay, I'm trying to find the picture. I know I think I sent it to my mom. I'm trying to find the pictures so I can show you what I'm talking about. Because people are like, what? I always say that and people don't understand what I'm saying, but I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. You guys, since I started my rosacea, the triple cream, you can't even really see, but this was horrible. Do you guys remember I did a video with my face like that? And it was awful, but I have not gotten that bad again. Oh, that was painful. That hurt. But let me see. Oh, maybe I didn't send it to her. Maybe I'm tripping. Thought I did. Didn't I send it to my mom? But I want to find the picture second. Who did I send it to, though? Oh, I sent it to Christina, my cousin, because her daughter's an esthetician and she works in a plastic surgeon's office, cosmetic plastic surgery. And are you serious? Oh, here it is. Not trying to sound. Oh, have a good night, Jen. I hope you get some really, really good rest, and we will see you soon. Oh, by the way, Jen, real quick, hopefully you're not gone yet. The Renfo scales. I have no idea how it tracks. I'm gonna have to look for videos so that I can figure it out because I need to know. Thank you for letting me know because I didn't know that was a thing, but I'm definitely gonna know. So This is my butt neck. Do you guys see? It looks like a booty. It looks like, look, it looks like a flipping booty hole. But look, do you see it? It's not there. It's not there. But I really, 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 really am super interested in that Renfo scale. I need to know, because if that would track for me and I don't ever have to look at it, that would be amazing. That would be like the best thing since sliced bread. Speaking of sliced bread, was it Tuan? I want to say it was Tuan. Tuan did a video about Sola bread. Jasmine, I think, did one too. She did a video where, she did a taste test, I think, on Sola bread. And so it made me, well, that's not what made me. I have been looking for it so that even before I seen those two videos, but they both did a video on it, and it never fails when I see more than one video. I always end up finding it. Look what I found. Costco has the Sola bread, and it has two. Is it Royo? I thought it was Sola. Wait, we're talking about two different breads, because she said that she went to Walmart to buy it and there wasn't any, but she found the bagels. I'm confused. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't listening right because I was driving, so maybe I misunderstood. But I could have sworn that it was this one, which, whether it's great or not, doesn't matter, because it's one net carb, no added sugars. I forget how many, but it has added fiber, and it costs like $6 per one single loaf at Walmart, or I think I found it at Walmart. But Costco has two loaves for $8.49. So if you're interested in trying it, I haven't tried it yet. I did buy it. I did buy it, but I haven't tried it. Sola is the not as good. She said she couldn't find it, so she got like a Great Value brand or something of it. I mean, how great can it taste though? I don't really care if it's like, as long as it's not Barfola, as long as it doesn't make me want to throw it at someone, it should be fine. But the good thing is, I love it that it's from Costco, because if I don't like it, I'll take it back. If I don't like it that much, like if I really can't stand it. But you know which one is really good? I'm too cheap to buy expensive bread. Look, I am as cheap as they come, girl. It's not even about, remember, I make $0. That's how much money I make every month. 0. So for me to spend the little bit of money that I do have on stuff that I don't like the taste of is going to suck. But if I hate it that much, I can always take it back to Costco. Man, I keep spilling on me. Stop spilling on me. There. I buy mini 25-calorie taco shells. Are they pre-made? I've never seen those. I want to see them. I mean, are they like Taco Bell shells? But I had gotten a bread. It was called, I just remember it was like a black, like a oval or a circle, and it said keto in the middle. What bread was it? It was actually it was seeded. It was really good. Oh, it was the Oro wheat. Okay. Hold on. Let me pull up the picture. It was this one. Well, it was kind of this one. This one is just the regular one, but the one that I got was seeded. It's this bread. But look how much it costs per one loaf. $7.49 for one loaf. However, I didn't pay $7 something. Here we have a, what's it called? a Mrs. Baird's outlet store. So like the Bimbo brands, the Oro Wheat brands, like any brand that Mrs. Baird's distributes from the warehouse here in Fort Worth, there is a discount store right in front of it. In California, we used to have a Wonder Bread store, but that got closed down years and years ago. And it's just like that. So the bread is discounted. So I paid like $1.25 or something for the loaf. $1.40. I don't remember. But it was less than $2 for one loaf. And it was actually really good. David said he didn't like it, but he's a liar because I'm not the only one who ate it and it went fast. Maybe he preferred different bread is what he meant. I don't know. But I need to look that up because, I mean, I probably won't even use them. But when I make tacos, I don't like Taco Bell shells. I like to make my own taco shells. I mean, I'm not making them from scratch, but I wish you guys could see out my window here. All the guys are out in shorts getting on the lake, white bellies, tan arms. The other day, I seen my brother and I made him take his jacket off because he was going to get a haircut. And he never, ever goes outside without a sweater or jacket on. It doesn't matter how hot it is. And his hands were like my color dark. And his from his wrist all the way to like right here where it gets sun from his neckline was all white. It was so funny. He really looked like he had brown gloves on. It was so funny. I was like, kid, you need to take off your jacket once in a while and get some sun in the rest of your areas. Because that's insane. But I'm going to be all alone today. David's leaving in about an hour or two to go see his daughter graduate high school, which is really exciting. And it is like a 3-hour drive. So I'm going to be all alone tonight. And I'm already bored. And I feel bad because he's out there by himself. So we're going to wrap up here. But nobody ever told me if you guys want to do the Artist Way 12 weeks together. So I guess that's a no. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and enjoy your weekend. I don't know, like it's Memorial Day. That's what feels so off. It's a 3-day weekend, so happy holidays. I don't know. Memorial Day is the day that we celebrate veterans, right? No. That's Veterans Day. Memorial Day is the day that we celebrate those who gave their life for our country, right? I mean, not in that way, but we celebrate their bravery, their courage, their willingness to sacrifice their lives for our country. I'm not really sure. Indy 500 here. I got to look it up because now I'm curious. Memorial Day is the day to remember them, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your weekend. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Some of you are probably off. I officially go back to work on Wednesday, and Memorial Day is for veterans? I thought Veterans Day was for veterans. I'm so confused. Yes, those paid the ultimate sacrifice. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like there's this meme that I post often that talks about how there's only 2 people who are willing to sacrifice their life for you, Jesus and a soldier or something like that. I forgot like the exact wording, but it's like, I don't remember how it goes. Now I want to see if I can find it. If it's a Memorial Day, it should pop up in my memories, right? Oh. Well, there's a lot of money lays popping up. I must have done a lot of them. Oh, if you guys didn't know, today is National Brothers Day. No, it's not in here. Probably because it's not Memorial Day yet, but look at this is one of the money lays that I did for, I don't know, somebody. Oh, for my niece. I can see it from here. It was from North Salinas High School, so the colors are red and blue, but it was cute. But I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I'm going to go look it up. And Miss Harji, we are going to, I don't know. I will send you an email, but it'll be fun. It'll be really fun. That's the first week of June, right? Is it going to be really hot? Gross. I don't want to be all alone today, so maybe I'll come back on live later. I don't know. I don't do well being alone. I'm gonna be alone all night long. He's probably gonna get home like at 2 or 3 in the morning. We can make your graph for the October. Yes, I need to. I have the notebook and I have my markers or pencils or pens or whatever they are. But I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I adore you guys. I promise I'm going to do a concise video on body dysmorphic disorder versus body image delay, because I really think it's a very, very important topic. And I think that it's there's a lot of valuable information that could be had. And I would like to hear your opinions on it. Plus, you guys already know, I told you I'm going to have to do that what's her face video because it made me sick to see it. It makes me mad. Yes, the first week of June. Yes, I hope it's not too hot because we're going to be outside. But we'll be by the lake. We go walk by the lake, so that'll be fun. But that's why we didn't do a weekend, because it'll be way too crowded. But it'll be fun. Can't wait to meet you. I want to give you a big old hug. Big old hug. Like, I don't know. Maybe you don't want to hug. But I want to. I'm going to want to hug you. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys soon, okay? Thanks for hanging out. You guys already know I absolutely appreciate your willingness to spend time with me. You know how I feel about time. It is the only currency that is equal between all men, period. Don't matter what country you're from. Doesn't matter your religion. Doesn't matter your tax bracket. Makes no difference. We all only get 24 hours a day. And your willingness to share some of your hours in your day with me, there are no words that can describe how grateful I am for that. I really, 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 really appreciate your willingness to spend your valuable time with me. I appreciate it. And I adore you guys, and I will see you soon. And Sandra, don't you think that I forgot, because we are going to the Mall of America in the fall, and we're going to go shopping, and we're going to have so much fun. So much fun, because we're going to, I don't know what's in the Mall of America, but we're going to do it, and it's going to be great. Yes, I can't wait to meet you. I mean, I can kind of sort of see your... Wait, do you do videos? Harji, do you do videos? Because I can see your little baby profile picture, but I don't see very well, so I can't see. I just see you're wearing a black outfit. It's pretty much all I see. Okay, so you guys have to tell me. If you do not want to hug, you have to let me know, because I will just try to hug you, and I don't want to invade your space. So I adore you guys with all of my heart, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.